Hello. Hi, I hope you guys can hear me. Are we live right now? Okay, wonderful. Welcome to Lunar Astro. Namaskar. So, today's topic, what we're going to cover is we are going to cover the yogas of Moon because today is Janmashtami. So, a very happy Janmashtami to all of you. I hope you guys are doing well and good. So, this is going to be a half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour session. We'll see how it goes. If you guys will be interested in learning, I will keep on teaching. And if you guys will disturb me in between with your personal charts, then we know what is going to happen. So I'll try to cover all the conjunctions, positions, and how does the actually we need to pay back to the remedies related to moon. So this will give you a very good understanding related to your own chart. So we'll start with a very basic fundamental. Like nobody like Mondays. Everybody hate Mondays, and this reason is very simple. That everyone who goes to office is like today's Monday. It never gives you very few people, like 2% people who really enjoys Monday. But most of the people, they have to break the monotony of Saturday, Sunday, and going out Monday is very much difficult for them. So Monday blues is absolutely. So moon is not liked by many people. Reason being is because moon tells you wake up and go back to work. This is what actually the moon does for most of the people. If you see the exaltation of moon, it's on 2 degrees. You see the span of moon. I mean, in 30 degrees, how precise is that 2 degrees to become happy? And that is why to make sure that moon is in a good shape in chart, it's a very difficult position. It changes quickly. Your mood changes quickly because every moment, there is a thought comes in and it can make you happy. It can make you sad. Some people are always miserable. Some people are always happy. Depends on what your mood is. It's an extremely vulnerable planet. Reason being is because the moon gets affected easily by the other things. It starts to absorb the quality, nature, wherever it sits. For example, let me give you a very simple example. Like somebody who's born in Punjab, and you go ahead and you start living in somewhere, let's say Bangalore. Within 5 6 years 7 years, you will start looking like the Bangalore person, or your food habit, because your food habits will change, your environment will change, and due to this particular change, your nature will actually change. So that is why people say you have to be very careful where you have to live. Like today morning, there was a post on Facebook in the Lunar Astro group. Somebody asked, uh, "Can I go and live in Noida?" Now, if you see, Noida is a place which is governed by opposite energies. Noida is the energy which is really moon mass land. You cannot go and live in Noida until unless you have a planet in Aries or the Navansh of Aries. Whenever that particular planet will run, you will go to places like Noida to live in, because that is the combination to live in that particular city. Now to complete, and you see, this is very important thing as well. To complete the karma of moon, you need to travel. You need to travel to that particular place. You need to eat a particular kind of food, and all these things, your food, your travel, your environment, your conditioning depends on where your moon is. And that's why when in Bhrigu Paradasha or in the Bhrigu transits, if you see, moon covers 10 months in one house. I think that's if I'm not wrong, because nowadays I'm using software, so the calculation part is missing from my brain. But as the moon progresses to a particular position, you have to change your cities and environment. The number of people who are going to contact you are going to change. So when I talk about moon and depth of moon, It is actually we travel to different places. We travel to different places to complete the karma of a moon. And I will give out the remedies related to moon as well. So don't worry, whoever is asking the remedies of moon, I will give out the remedies in between. So moon is your emotional body. Always remember, see, do not give the control of your emotional body to many people. Otherwise, you will be become very miserable in life. Emotional body comes after the logical brain. So this is your physical body, that is your Mars. You do hard works, that is Mars. Then there is your logical brain, Mercury. You somebody gives you a logic about something. Like I will give you a logic of my moon is exalted in second house. That's logic. It will satisfy your brain, you will be happy. That's logical brain. And I cannot cause much damage until unless I stay at the logical brain. Then comes the emotional body. And this emotional body is extremely sensitive. Your mother has access to it. People who know you very well, they have access to it. Your friends have access to it. Because the moment you share your emotions with someone, that particular person will have the access to your emotional body. And that particular person will have the capability to hurt you. That particular person has the ability to make your life miserable. And to make sure that never happens with you, always make sure that the emotional control is given to only few people. Like your kids will have the emotional body always. Your wife, your spouse, your husband will have the emotional body access. Your parents will have the emotional body access. But the moment you stop the emotional body access to other people, moon fifth house, the person abuse a lot. Education is not complete. Problem with the food always lives in, and problem with the kids. This is a moon fifth house. But let me complete the emotional body part. So the moment get somebody who gets the emotional body access. Now in your chart, who will get the emotional body access? You have to look at very carefully. Like when you will be you put your guards down and say you can have the emotional body access. And in this case, you will see like let me give out the predictions from the BPHS, Moon in first house. It is said the person will not be interested much in the married life. The person will the person will have so much of turmoil and emotions that at one point of time the person will say, no, nothing is left in this world, I'm going to leave it. He will become sannyasi. Moon in first house, this is the prediction for moon in first house. The person will have all the luxuries in the world. He will be a karma yogi. Even see, I've seen people with moon in first house, and if anywhere there are malefic aspects on it, because now the chandra lagna and the physical lagna, they both are same, the person is emotionally damaged. Like there was a chart where the eighth lord was moon and placing in lagna, because now the moon already has a ashtam dosh. Although the Bhavat Ratnakar says moon never gets the dosh of ashtam, and I will come to this in a minute. But I've seen in practical cases, moon ashtam lord sitting in lagna, the person not only get the physical damages in life, also get the emotional damages in life. So wherever your moon is sitting, that particular relative, that particular house, you will start to trust people in. For example, moon second house will always have friends which are cunning, extremely miserable kind of friends. Like, these are the people you will get in trouble with. You will always go out, help out moon second house. Eventually, from your own mother, from your own friends, you will face deception. This is moon second house, and it is exalted. Then you have moon third house. Person will be extremely skillful, will never fall sick. See, this is the quality, because moon in third house is also the knower of medicine. I've seen moon third house now, they are the people who have a great amount of aura and energy to help out people. They know so much of the alternative medicines. Alternative medicines. This is the key term. Moon third house. Alternative medicines can cure them. Moon second house, the best remedy, one of the best remedies is to control the food, to control the way you're going to speak. Whenever Moon gets conjuncted with Mars or in the house of Mars, this is the house or this is the planet which which actually creates irritation to Moon, because Moon and Mars don't go along together. Moon is debilitated in the house of Mars, Mars is debilitated in house of Moon, and when these two meet, there is actually mix of emotions. Mars will have always in the hurry. Moon Mars combination, you see, they will take decisions in hurry and they will regret later on. That's why Moon Mars combination, there's a combination. This is a combination of deception. When Moon is with Saturn, this is a combination. I've already discussed several times. Moon Saturn. Look at their houses. Moon Saturn combination. Moon and Capricorn house. Their house is extremely special. People know them because of their house. Because 10th house is the house on height. And this is the house when Moon goes, and it always makes sure that whatever house I'm going to build, it's going to be extremely special house. So they will have, wherever they will live, they will build a house which becomes an eye-catching house for everyone. Moon Saturn, deep thinkers, and Moon Saturn is extremely good combination, I'm telling you. Reason being is because Saturn is a planet which will give you hard lessons while you're growing up. Saturn will make sure that while you're growing up, you will have a lot of bad episodes related to emotions. And by the time you go up, now, I mean, I've seen Moon Saturn. Look at the Moon Saturn people over here. Luxury does not suit them. They are the people who will say, I only require basics. Get my basics right. They're very clear. Get the basics right, and rest everything we can manage. If you have food to eat, a place to sleep, that is good enough. That's Moon Saturn for you. Because their brain is always like, am I secure enough? Because what you look when you're old, security. So that's why Moon Saturn people, they become, you cannot beat Moon Saturn in life. Because that person has a Saturn mentality. That's bullish mentality already is going with the Moon. And while growing up, or within some portion of their life, they have seen so much misery. They know that I cannot go worse than this. When you cannot go lower than a particular point, then nobody can touch you at any point of time. That's what the Moon Saturn is. Moon Saturn alchemist. They like to mix drinks. They like to make medicines. Moon Saturn. And because they know the pain of old people, that is why they're very empathetic towards people who are in pain. But they never give out the emotion. Like Moon Saturn, when you talk to Moon Saturn, they're very clear in their head that I do not have to be emotionally attached to these people. So that's good for doctors. It is good for healers, Moon Saturn. Because they have experienced the pain in their life, they experience miseries in their life. You want to learn how to make money, how to get your finance sorted out, go and talk to Moon Saturn people. They will say, get this sorted. Cleaning things. I mean, Moon Saturn, the best. Let me give you a prediction for Moon Saturn people here. Whichever office you will go in, whichever business you will go in, there will be a lot of physical mess. There will be a lot of mental mess. You will go there and then you will say, let's clean up. This is not important. This is not important. This is not important. And these people do not have value for feelings of others at that point of time, because they know they have to build something from scratch. So they become like very ruthless, and other people will say, this particular person is keeps on working, and that's why you earn hate from other people. This is what the Moon Saturn is, and especially when the Saturn becomes powerful in a child, like retrograde Saturn, bullish Saturn. Retrograde is bullish. Whenever you will see retrograde planets, always keep one word in your mind, that this particular person will talk about emergencies, urgent, and when they need to get something done, like Moon Saturn, when they see something is dirty, business messed up, people not working, it irritates them. Retrograde Saturn with Moon. These are the people. I mean, Moon, the biggest, one of the biggest remedies of the Moon Saturn is all they require. If you want to manage the Moon Saturn, just provide them basic food at a clean place, because Moon Saturn loves cleanliness. They'll wake up, and the first thing they will do, they will start organizing things. That's Moon Saturn for you. But let's suppose somebody had a Moon Mars 10th house. So what the person will do now, had as a energy of Saturn as well, Mars as well, and Moon as well. So now imagine the kind of fighting the person will be doing in the office, because Mars is a fighting energy for you, an exalted Mars now. Then comes your malefics, and this is why the malefics are bad with Moon. Moon Rahu and Moon Ketu, because these two planets are the most troublesome to the Moon. Reason being is they are always retrograde, and it's only Sun and Moon. Imagine you're telling wrong ideas to your parents. What is going to happen? Your parents are going to bust you off. They'll say, no, no, this plan is never going to work. Because Moon Rahu, Moon Ketu, they never work or think in a straight manner. They have the tendency to go out of the box. Cannot help. They cannot, just work 9 to 5 and say, this is my work, this is my line of work, and I am going to go and follow the same process like everyone else. Not in their blood. So what they do is Moon Saturn, Moon Rahu and Moon Ketu. First of all, they have a lot of problems sorting out their feelings. And how to sort out feelings? Like Moon Rahu always have the illusion that what I'm capable of. How many people are with me? Moon Rahu tries to make connection with everyone. Like Moon Rahu, you talk to people who have prominent Moon Rahu. They think they have a lot of contacts and access to everyone. They are living in their own delusional world. While Moon Ketu always thinks I'm always alone. So you see the two ends of Moon Rahu and Moon Ketu. They don't have clear idea related to relationships with people. This is what the Moon Rahu, Moon Ketu does. Moon Ketu is always like Aham Brahmasmi. That is the remedy I tell you every time. You have a Ketu, wherever you have a Ketu in Lagna, Moon Ketu sitting in the house of Moon, you feel you are not doing okay. Just keep on saying Aham Brahmasmi. You are everything. When you have a Moon Rahu remedy, that you have delusion of that everyone knows you, everyone will come for help for you, the amount of contact list you have, just because you're sending or trying to meet with everyone, trying to please everyone, people pleasers, Moon Rahu, never want to go on one side. This is what the Moon Rahu people will have delusion about. So what the people who Moon Rahu should do? They should mark down key contacts, because Moon Rahu, nobody in the family will actually respect you. Like your own parents, your own siblings, they will also not help you. Only people who will help you is either you're one of the Lafunder friends, or people who are discarded from the society, outsiders. These are the people who will come down to help you out in the time of crisis. So this is what the Moon Rahu combination is. So always make sure that Rahu is always a person in your family or in your office or in your circle who is extremely hated by everyone else. Moon Ketu is the one who is extremely isolated. Now, let's suppose Moon Rahu is in Libra. So you will try to tell ideas related to marriage, business, finance, partnerships to your wife, and your wife will turn you down in one go. Your wife will show you the reality because now Libra is a natural sign of business partners and wife. So whenever you will go out with the business partners, with the business plan, they will put you down at that point of time. Similarly, let's suppose this would happen in Pisces. So Pisces is a sign of already of isolation. When Moon Rahu goes in the isolation, the person have an extreme amount of delusion about who is going to help me. I mean, they don't. They are the ones, this is called as, they bring friends on rent. Everything is on rent in their life. So whenever you will see Moon Rahu and Moon Ketu, these are the people who don't have their access to their own emotional body. That is why for them the emotional connect is very important to understand what they actually need. What is my strength? I mean, write down diaries, like, pick up a diary and say, okay, this is my strength. This is what I'm good at. This is where I should focus. And these are the things where I'm not good at. Accept it. You're not Moon Rahu, you're not good in calculations. Moon Rahu, you're not good with managing relations. You do not know how to judge people. You're living in your own delusional worlds. Moon Rahu, let's suppose, goes in Lagna. You don't even know which kind of a disease you will have. Like Moon in Virgo, same Pawan, same kind of problems it will have. So emotional connect is important. Until, because see, Moon Ketu is also how you Ketu is how you ended life last time. How you started Moon Rahu. So Ketu is sudden breaks. Moon Ketu does not even know what will make me happy. And that is why it is very difficult to make happy to Moon Ketu. You can bring anything for the Moon Ketu, still not happy. Moon Rahu, whatever you will bring, you will become very happy, but for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and says it was already there. So both of them don't know what is the actual requirement for their soul. And this is the reason I tell them, first of all, meditate. Secondly, travel. Moon Rahu, Moon Ketu. You need to travel, leave your comfort zone, because Moon is your comfort zone. Moon is the fourth house where you sit down in peace and you're so much pampered child that you don't even know what it is like to go out there and outside world. The moment these people leave their comfort zone, go out to other people and meet the actual Rahu and Ketu, because who are Rahu and Ketu? The one who are discarded from the society. So when they meet original Rahu and Ketu, they try to understand, okay, this is the whole purpose of my life. Moon is your communication. This is what the BPHS says. This is also one of the other books says. Moon is also communication. Moon is interplanetary communication. Mercury is communication within the Earth, short-term communications. So you will only understand the meaning and language of the person whom wherever your moon is sitting, such as Moon in Virgo. The person will not understand the language of somebody who's speaking in a very fancy tone like Libra. Moon Libra, you know how the Moon Libra speaks, always with a smile. Because Libra is a very cold sign. And Libra gives instructions in one go and says, understand, make it understand. Moon Mars, Moon in Aries, gives gives the instruction or talks in a commanding position. Try to analyze this when people speak. Moon in Virgo will always understand the language of dispute. You have to repeat multiple times. Moon in Gemini, Moon in Virgo. If you want to communicate with these people now, you have to actually repeat like kids, like how you talk to kids, Moon in, to your own kids, how you speak. You have to speak like 2 or 3 times. Do you need this? Do you really need this? Like Gemini is a tropical sign. Mercury is a tropical planet. Gemini and Virgo. Look at Singapore. People who have been to Singapore, Indonesia, Southeast Asia, basically, Jakarta, how they speak. You know this, they repeat things several times, like kids. They try to break down sentence like kids, and that's why their English is extremely bad. I mean, bad than me. My English is worse. They have broken the record over there. At least I am the good English speaker over there. So they are always like, if you go and order, you want this, want this, want this, they keep on repeating. That is what the Moon Rahu and Moon Ketu, Moon in Virgo is. So Moon Gemini, Moon Virgo. To speak to them, you have to actually break down sentences, give them information in a very systematic manner. And imagine the person who has a Moon in Gemini or Moon in Virgo, and somebody who has a Moon Ketu in Scorpio. How will be the communication between the two? What they will actually talk. So you have to actually understand from the point of view from wherever the person's moon is. And I'm telling you, that the moment you understand the moon sign of your kids, your spouse, your partners, and you talk to them in their own tone, in whichever they actually understand, they will listen to you very carefully. Moon in Leo will always speak like a bold italics. Very short instructions, very clear instructions. Like you're speaking on walkie-talkie. Moon in Leo. When you have Moon in Scorpio, the person will have very few words. The person will mumble something, look around. This is what the Moon in Scorpio does. Moon in Sagittarius will have long sentences, paragraphs, explaining things in such a detail that you feel like this was actually not required. This was only one sentence line you could have done. So, but Moon Sagittarius actually need to explain things because Sagittarius is a sign of explanations. So, what can we do for Libra? Pawan, there was another video for Moon Libra. Go, you can watch that video. There's a remedy there. So, Moon in Sagittarius. Whenever this particular person will try to communicate, he has to explain from the logical points of view, and he has like this series of logics prepared for every feedback. Moon in Capricorn, which like a dukhi bichara. Moon in Capricorn, because see Capricorn, you will hardly see Moon in Capricorn even after making so much profits everywhere. Na? Moon in Capricorn is still like, we could have done better. It's like a very tight fist person, Moon Capricorn. While the Moon Aquarius will always boast about things. He will like double or triple things. Will always do milk masala on the things. So this is what the Moon Aquarius does. Like there was other day the chart was Moon Pisces. Now Moon Pisces, the person will start to live in isolation. He will not share his things to anyone, even to his own himself. He don't know what the travel to a new, like you buy a new house or you travel to a new city. Because your karma is with that particular city only. You have to eat the food of some place else. Your food habits change. You will suddenly like, I don't like this food anymore. I like this food this much. This is what the moon actually does to when the Dasha moon runs. And the best remedy to the moon is until unless you leave your current place, go to another place, or start doing the Vastu. Like one of the Lal Kitab dictum says, "Na Abhijit, bless you. When your girlfriend has moon in Sagittarius, I can understand how many long messages you are getting." So Lal Kitab says when your body starts giving out lakshan, signs, your body starts getting flicker, like your eyes will go uh, start flickering in one side, or one of the body parts will start getting more energy. Now what why this is happening is because that particular body part is more sensitive than the others. So let's suppose moon in Leo will have a very sensitive stomach. This is what the moon in Leo will do. Okay, I don't know why the money is coming in. This is something which I am not aware about. You have to make me understand and how I can stop it. Please don't give me money. Thank you. So moon, wherever the moon is sitting, that particular body part is more sensitive towards absorbing the energy. That is why I'm telling you, if you get more sensitive, you will know by the tathi which tithi it is. Like yesterday, it was a Shashthi tithi. I was going to court. Shashthi tithi going to court. You see the energy. And whichever person I saw, there was a narrow lane where I have to cross. And whichever person I saw in that lane, like somebody, a person didn't have a hand, another person had a very big black mark here, one person has no eye. And I was like, why all these people do not have proper bodies? What is happening today? Then I realized it is Wednesday, Shashthi Tithi, and this is why I'm meeting all these people. And the person whom I met, the judge over there, he had a white patch, vitiligo, on the face and on the body. And I was like, okay, it has completed Wednesday skin, Shashthi Tithi diseases. It has completed the Panchang, and due to the energy of yesterday, I could feel it. So when you are too sensitive towards energies, you can actually feel in your body as well. So when your body is like somebody was like, my hand shakes. Moon in either in Gemini or Moon in third house. One of these combinations is happening in your chart. You're actually absorbing some external energy which is not being absorbed by your body properly. So that is why people say, cover yourself when you're going to sensitive places. Like if you're going to visit a jail, cover yourself properly. You're going to visit Shamshan Ghat, cover yourself. Because you do not know, sometimes, you say like, what this energy will do to me. Because these energies does not work on same day. It actually change your thought process. And this thought process, moon is like mood. Mood kharab ho jaye na, everything is spoiled. Once the mood is spoiled, you don't have anything else. And all this is mood, right? Like what we are doing right now, we are doing this session related to moon. And let's suppose somebody types a nasty comment. What will happen? Mood is spoiled for a lot of people. So that is why people who are working outside, I always tell them, wear things which will distract energy from you. Like why the bad energy will come to you? Because you're too open towards others. So start wearing Raksha Sutra in your hand. Start wearing the colors which will distract. Like black color is the one you should wear when you're going for something like court case. And that's why I think the lawyers are wearing all the black coats. Because when you're eat and that is why it was very important to not to consume food which you're not sure of how it has been cooked. If I can put one remedy to every one of you today, and this is the most difficult remedy to follow, is food. Because I tell you what happens is all the other energies they go into your body in some other form. Like you are watching a TV and you're watching something which is going to affect your emotional brain, your psychological brain. You go and watch Crime Patrol for 10 days, your brain will start thinking in that particular manner. But once the food reacts in direct proportion to your body, because whatever chemical you're going to eat, that has a chemical reaction, and that chemical reaction will actually change your thoughts. So imagine the day when you are on fast, that the thought process is different because you're in a very different zone. When you're without phone, your thought process is extremely different. Onion and garlic. See, I will suggest you, because if you have a problem, because garlic is extremely necessary in some areas of the country because of the medical issues. So if you have to take it, please take it for the medical issue. So when you have energy sensitive things, and especially, you can have all the things, but if your food is not controlled, if you're not controlling how you're going to eat, how you're going to sleep, how you're going to consume food, that particular thing in your body is going to make your life miserable. That is why people become poor. If you want to become, take one remedy from me now for throughout your life, which will change you inside out, will change your thought process, will change the anxiety. That is food. The moment you'll control your food, everything else is controlled. Because now you have 80% of your body. I mean, you eat starting high salt, what is going to happen? Your BP is going to run high. You are eating extremely spicy food, that kind of thought process you will run into. So you make sure that whatever your food is going to be extremely pure. And I mean, the Janmashtami is tonight. Some people are making tomorrow. And this is, I think, why Lord Krishna is taking Janmashtami as the birth, is because Ashtami tithi is one of those tithis where the people get so detached to everyone else. This is what Lord Krishna is. He was living here, but he was not attached to anyone. He was so detached to everyone living on the earth, and he knew that destruction is a part of process. So when you are when you can control food, moon gets controlled. Moon gets controlled, everything else gets controlled in the chart, because moon is your Raj Yug. If you have good mood throughout the life, throughout the day, like imagine you wake up extremely happy, and it happens some days only. You sleep in certain positions, you have certain combinations, and you wake up with like, let's do this, without any anxiety. And that's the day things will get sorted. But you wake up extremely tired, energy drained. Neither your food habits are okay. You have problems related to emotional body, and it is only the emotional body where the stress is high. You're going to lose the battle. 85% of your problems will come from the emotional body. It's only the emotional body which will tell the physical body that today I do not want to go to gym, today I do not want to do this, because you're not feeling happy. You want to make your life sorted out, please control your food. Learn how to drink water, when to eat. The whole, I mean, the Hinduism has done the kind of research in kitchen nobody else has done it. The whole world has made us eat 2-minute food. Hinduism has a special culture to actually make the food, to consume the food, and after the food, and it is according to every different season. Like another day I posted about pineapple. It is a very scientific logical thing. When you have a moon in moon and Venus with benefic planets, moon Venus, moon Mercury, moon Jupiter. So moon Jupiter is extremely malefic at one point of time, because moon Jupiter teaches you, do not relax, keep on learning. You cannot sit relax whether this particular life. I will not let you. That's what moon Jupiter is. While the moon Venus is an extremely graceful planet. And Moon Venus complexities of the relationships are too high. I mean, you cannot win in relationships with Moon Venus, because Moon Venus is the one who will manage like 15 relations at a time. Moon Venus is the one who will pick up everyone's phone and say, "How are you doing?" But at the same time, Moon Venus never knows why the person has stopped talking to me. I've never done anything wrong. They give out their emotional body access very easily to other people. They trust people. This is what the problem with the Moon Venus is. Moon Mercury, as I said, they're good with medicines, they're good in speech, they're good in carrying out emotions. So, how to tackle the debilitated Gandanta Atma Karaka Moon? So, Atma Karaka, Ayan, it's a big topic. Okay, when you talk about Atma Karaka, I will suggest you read the articles in the magazine. I'm trying to write down every magazine. I will write one article that will make you understand the Atma Karaka. Gadanta position, or the moon in 1 degree, moon 29 degrees. Let's suppose. So whenever this happens, there are mix of energies. Moon is not sure which one to follow. Let's suppose between air and earth, sorry, between fire and earth, between Aries and Taurus, so with Aries 29 degrees moon, it is still okay. They can still manage, and it's extremely powerful. But what happens when it becomes fire and water, like Cancer and Leo? This is the position where the person is extremely confused about, is not able to take decisions on one end. Like, look at the Libra moon. They're never clear about what they have to do in life. Will always have two opinions, because there's a lot of mixed energies. They're always looking for the, I could get the better option than this. I can get, maybe I should wait for it. Maybe I can get a better deal about it. They'll wait. They have a lot of patience. Libra is an extreme signs of patience, because they want what is more in it. Can you offer more? It's like a Gujarati attitude. Can I have the more of discounts in it? So that's what the Libra sign is. Why the Moon Aries is like, get me this in one go, even before it is launched. I want to book it in pre-booking, the pre-launch session. Moon Libra is like, let me read the reviews. So all the review readers are the Libra ones, and this is a remedy as well. When Moon Libra remedy is, I always tell people, give out reviews honestly to other people. Stop dissing Gujaratis. I'm telling you the good thing. They are the rich people, isn't it? Because they look for the better opportunities. They're not like the Punjabis. Punjab, that Moon Aries, basically. That's what I'm talking about. So, Zomato ratings, Moon Libra. Now, when it comes to which topic we were discussing, Moon Karaka of salt now. The Saturn is Karaka of salt, because Saturn preserves anything which can preserve things. That becomes the Karaka for Saturn. So Moon Scorpio. I would discuss Moon Scorpio, isn't it? Moon Lagna we discussed. Moon Cancer. So Moon Cancer. Okay. So Moon in Cancer. What? How does it Moon in Cancer behaves? Moon Cancer is extremely comfortable, and when the people are comfortable. Sorry, I was discussing the. See, this is what the Moon Ketu does. You don't remember what you are talking about. So Moon in Gandanta, mix of two energies, Cancer and Leo. The person is not sure what to do in life, do not make clear decisions, always in the habit of changing things. And due to this particular energy, the person miss lot of opportunities. So I always tell them, make up a mind, see where you have to go and stick to it. Because even if they, you force them to, you press, to put pressure on the moon conjunction, moon in the Kadanta. One night they will say, okay, I will do this. Next day they meet someone, they will say like, okay, no, I cannot do this. So they are on a very different level when it comes to the Gadant people. So moon in Cancer are extremely comfortable and people are comfortable, so they do not try to work hard. Remedies for love marriage. Harini, uh, there are no remedies for love marriage. There are combinations for love marriage. I will discuss that in some other session. I'm doing the moon right now. So what happens when the good plants look at it? Like whenever you will see, I always tell people when they have moon Venus, moon Jupiter, they're not cunning. They believe people easily. Problem with the moon Jupiter is they're very idealistic. They think the world works like this manner. The world should work like this. This is what the moon Jupiter thinks, moon Venus thinks. But the how the world is, or moon Pisces thinks. They have their own imagination of working of the world. When they meet people with moon Saturn, who is extremely cunning, because moon Saturn, they have grown up with those experiences, then they know how to sort out things. These two people do not go along until and unless moon goes in a position where there is a malefic with it. The word makes a fool out of them. That is why moon gets, whenever it gets exalted, they are told, always tell them, be very careful, because you are too much engaged in selecting and deselecting things. You 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 believe on people so easily. That is why you're going to face troubles in life. Moon Venus Saturn, that's a good combination. That's a combination to sell petrol. Moon Venus Saturn is a combination to sell perfumes. Depends on whichever is getting more powerful. Let's suppose this combination is happening in 12th house, Moon Venus Saturn. Now 12th house of Shukra is exalted. So this particular person will do the perfume business in the foreign land. This particular combination is happening in 10th house, Saturn. The person will do the either the garment business, either the petrol business, or selling makeup. This kind of business the person will do. You have to always look out all the undergarments. You have to always look out who is getting more powerful in the conjunction. That particular person will dictate. This would have been in second house, Moon Venus Saturn. The person would have been in either in the medicines, sales, or food, family business. This is the combination Moon Venus Saturn does in second house. Always look for in any combination who has the more say in the combination. You have can have 5 plants in one house. One of them will have the say. Whoever is ruling the house, whoever is more powerful in the house, that particular planet will say, you have to listen to me in this house. I know this. So you go to your friend's house and for first time, so Saturn goes to Pisces. Saturn don't know what is the environment. Moon don't know. Moon is alone there. Venus says, don't worry. I know this. This is exalted. I'm exalted here. I have the happy energy here. Let me tell you how to deal with this. I will guide you. So that particular planet becomes the key planet in that combination. So whenever, let's suppose, when people say we have a Moon Ketu combination. So Ketu and Moon, if the Ketu becomes extremely powerful in the case, you will have problems while doing the uh, because Ketu rules natural eighth house. So while urination, you will have problems. Either the pressure will go off, or some kind of a problem in that particular area will have. When the moon is extremely powerful, the Ketu will be in the control. Only in the Ketu Dasha you will have problems. Let's suppose this is the combination happening in 7th house, Moon Ketu combination. So the person will have problems related to kidney, that one of the kidneys will stop working. But you should understand that why moon is actually giving you so much trouble. What is happening with moon that moon is creating troubles? Why moon is getting with Ketu? Ketu is termination, sudden terminations. Moon Ketu don't know what to eat, how to eat. At one point of time, they have to be a very great amount of control on food. Very Ketu gives you the liberation only by controlling the food and thoughts. So that's why Moon Ketu is extremely, as they start growing, the age starts growing, their will to meet people starts going very low. This is what the Moon Ketu does. While the Moon Rahu, as the age increases, they keep on, they keep on renting out all the relatives coming to their home. Even when they have seen like 15 years back, they'll still bringing in all the people in. So you will see Moon Rahu combination. Let me give out one prediction. Moon Rahu combination will have to support one of the relatives who he is not supposed to support. Like he has to support with money, he has to support with emotions, he has to support and give out worldly things. Moon Rahu. Look at all the people in Moon Rahu. Either they're supporting the in-laws, either they're supporting one of the family members like siblings. This is all the combination of Moon Rahu. And Moon Ketu, the Moon Ketu is like, I'm happy in my own world. Do not come and meet me. Take whatever you want. So this was the session on Moon and the Karma. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.